What is happening, everybody? Now, as most of you know, I had zero intentions of actually coming on here and doing a stream today. I've got a busy day. I've got a show in about 5.5 hours, and so I should be setting up equipment. I should be going out and doing my sound checks. I should be checking my lots. I should be doing those things right now, but instead I'm here talking to you guys. And the reason for this is because there are a lot of grown men on YouTube who don't want to graduate high school. And that's what it comes down to. And when I say a lot, I'm not talking about one person. I'm not talking about one side. I'm not talking about any specific bias or perspective. I'm saying the collective. I'm saying a bunch of people. And it doesn't involve me. And so for the most part, publicly, I don't want to talk about it. But I'm repeatedly pulled into it. And I found out as recently as last night. We're having an interview. If you guys missed the Kelvin J interview last night, definitely go back and catch what happened on the interview, because it was a great talk. We had a great God-focused talk, talked about killing hate in your heart. And this is a part of that, because I feel like a big part of that is getting things out in the open. I want you guys to understand there are a lot of things being said about me on a lot of channels in the chat by a lot of other content creators that are not true. There are also a lot of things being said about my community, about my channel, that are not true. And I'm all for respecting people. And I want you to understand too, because I'm going to be saying a lot of names in here. At no point will you hear me say the name of somebody that I have not personally reached out to by text message, on Instagram, whatever line of communication I have to get in touch with that person. I've reached out to them and tried to talk to them, or I have talked to them on the phone, through text, whatever the case may be. I have spoken with them personally. And so they know where I stand. They know where everything is at. And then they either flip something around on me or bring something around. And so I'm going to talk, just to get it out the way, rip the Band-Aid off, just in case you want to find out if you're interested in what I have to say. I'm gonna talk about some other content creators. I'm gonna talk about how some things run on my channel. I'm gonna talk about some rumors, things that people are saying behind my back, so on and so forth. And so the first thing I want to talk about, where is this coming from, is last night. You guys may have noticed while we were live. Let me talk about why I scheduled a live stream for Around Music on a Friday anyway, instead of on a Saturday. So Kelvin reached out to me about Wednesday or so, let me know he wanted to premiere his new track, Jesus Saves, on this channel during the interview. We had been talking about an interview for a while. I said, okay. He said, I can go after Wednesday. I said, I can't go Saturday because I have a show booked. Y'all know that. I said, I can't do Thursday because that's when we do ATRL. Again, y'all know that. And so after Wednesday, the only day I had this week was Friday. And I said, how does Friday work? And he says, good. And so we set it up for Friday. Amazing conversation. Love that guy. 100% respect for him. Respect for other artists that rock with the channel. Let's see. Let me collect my thoughts. I made myself some notes right here. So during that stream last night, there's another stream. And like I said, we're dropping names. I don't care, because if you want to talk about me, I'm going to talk about you. Mikey D had his stream going on. Triple T was on it. Y'all heard it. Y'all saw it. If you haven't, go catch the cliff notes, because apparently there are a lot of things involving me in there. Apparently I'm charging people for subs. Apparently, a bunch of just nonsense. Apparently I went out and I told Tim that I was upset that he was going live because people were leaving my streams to watch his. Not exactly. And so we'll tell the whole truth, because if you want to call somebody out for telling half a lie, and I'll get to my issues with Jason, I'll get to my issues with Chris, I'll get to everything else, but we're taking everything in order. And since this all started with a bullshit live stream that happened last night, we're going to talk about the bullshit live stream that happened last night first. Okay. All right. So background on me and Tim. Again, I got to look at my notes here. Background on me and Tim. Most of y'all know me and Tim have had a really good relationship for a while. Always considered him a friend. Always, as recently as texting him, yesterday? Because the other part of this, I've had several conversations offline with Tim, and I've always talked to him about things up front. I've always talked to him about things first, and I've always been open and honest with him when I'm talking about things. And so for him to go out and bring points that we may have had in a conversation out of context into a conversation that I'm not a part of, I'm not there to say anything about, that's shady. But as recently as Thursday, I even let Tim know, yes, I consider us friends. I don't rock with a lot of things going on. I don't feel welcome in your streams because it always goes back to some hate. It always goes back to some nonsense, some bad points, so on and so forth. But you and I are personally still good. We still have a good bond. We still have a connection. We are still friends. Okay. He asked that in response to a text that we had talked about, and I'm not going to go through our whole conversation history. I'm a man. I'm not going through every conversation that I've had. It's not public business what conversations we have privately. And if you want to bring them into the public, that's on you. But I'm telling you, that is not how I roll. That's not how a grown man rolls. Background, though, I found Tim's channel a while back. He was doing the updates on independent artists. He was doing the videos talking about that. He would do reactions every now and then. Enjoyed the reactions, made a relationship with Tim. Been a good friend of mine ever since. I've shown up on his streams. He's shown up on my streams, so on and so forth. There's never been a negative point there. We've shown up on Jekyll's channel. We've shown up together on streams, on other channels and stuff like that. And so clearing up to everybody, in my mind, from my perspective, there has never been an amount of hate between me and Tim. Now, why am I talking about this right now? You might ask, why did I not reach out to him and talk to him directly? It is 11:30 my time right now. 9:30 this morning, I texted him about that stream last night. Still haven't gotten a response. I know he's awake. You can take a second to send a text back. So again, going back to what I said in the beginning, I'm not a hypocrite. I will always reach out to somebody and try and talk to them before I will make something public business. Any of y'all that have dealt with me offline, you know that I will. All right. All of the beef right now is really coming from Tim and Chris's beef. And if you guys don't know the story, it's a long drawn out story that I don't know the beginning of. I don't know all the details about. I was dragged into it around the middle. I jumped out of it around the middle, and I was dragged back into it around the end. So apparently it starts with Tim is doing a live stream interviewing an artist. Chris is too drunk, jumps in and is asking more questions than he's allowed to ask, than he's supposed to ask. Tim has asked that people jump in, ask one question, bounce out. Guess what? Chris is wrong there. Chris is wrong there. Nobody has an issue saying Chris is wrong there. It goes around on Chris's channel. Tim decides to troll Chris. We throw up some of these nuts. Ha. It's funny. Again, if Chris gets upset, Chris is wrong there. The back and forth happens. I don't know what all happens in between. I don't know the order. Honestly, I don't care. And that's the thing. That's the thing that a lot of y'all don't understand. A lot of people really don't care about your grown man baby beef. Like, you keep throwing it around and getting it in people's stuff. And I love Chris. I love Tim. But I'm saying I'm done. If y'all are going to keep pulling my name into everything and then lying about your own stuff, I'm going to give you an unbiased third-party perspective. You've both been children through this thing. Tim comes into Chris's interview with Kelvin J, decides he wants to cause a ruckus. Chris returns what Tim had done to him initially, starts muting and blocking and everything. Tim throws out, hey, if you guys rock with Triple T, unsubscribe from Chris Sweeney. Well, guess what? Chris only lost 4 subs from that because I was watching. So, I mean, there's not the thing is, there is nothing happens from that stuff. You just look petty when you do that stuff. So there's no point in doing that stuff. You are wrong for coming in when a man's doing an interview. You know that there is a tense situation anyway. You want to jump in, you want to start drama, and you want to keep the drama going. You are wrong. And so was Chris originally wrong? Yes. Were you wrong at this point? Yes. As it went back and forth, have you both been wrong 1,000 times? Yes. And that fast forwards to the most recent issue, which I do know because it sparked this latest round of bullshit that's taken over everything. And it's all I hear about all week. And honestly, I'm tired of it because it has nothing to do with me or my channel. So Chris, Jason, they're off on some stream. I don't know where they're on the stream at. Chris's channel, wherever they're on the stream at, they're talking about Tim, calling him a fake Christian, all this. Listen, I want to tell you guys, nobody has the right to question somebody's salvation. That's the thing. At the end of the day, we have got to stop. Everybody's personal salvation is their relationship with God. Yes, you can say that somebody's not acting Christian like, whatever the case may be. We can righteously call out, whatever somebody is doing. We can righteously call out sin, but stop questioning and saying somebody's fake, saying somebody's this, that, the other. That's not productive conversation. That is wrong. Jason and Chris 100% wrong in all this. In that part. And so, sorry, it's a little bit early. I'm still drinking my coffee, but y'all were wrong in that. Tim got upset, rightfully so. Tim calls me when he finds out about this, though. We have a conversation, discuss, hey, I think you need to let it die because, you've got what, like 11,000 subs? I'm like, they've got, 2, 1 at the time, like something like that. I'm like, you gain nothing from making this public. I'm like, you want my opinion? Just let it go. He's like, well, do you have a problem with me? Because he was asking me about what Jason said anyway. I said, if you want to know about what Jason says, call Jason. I can't tell you about what Jason says. I'm not his keeper. But I can tell you what I said. What I've said is that I got irritated at one point because I felt like you were trying to stop me. You were going live about 30 minutes after I did. Of course, the way that stacks, people are going to see your live stream instead of mine. I said that bugged me for a little bit. I said I got over it because I realized we all have our own channels. We're doing our own things. And I'm not going to call you out for when your live streams happen to line up with mine. I'm not worried about that. In the interest, where that comes from, in the past, have I canceled live streams on a Friday because Mikey and Tim had an interview on a Friday? Absolutely, because I wanted people to be heading over there because we were working on this thing together. That's the context, and that's what pisses me off is when you want to throw up on a live stream saying that I said, oh, I don't like when you go live at the same time as me because I lose subs to go over and watch or I lose people watching my stream to go over and watch your stream. That's bullshit. That wasn't the context at all. And it was part of a bigger conversation that we were having. All right. Moving on, because I got a couple more points I want to get through, and then I want to talk to you guys for a minute because, like I said, I have a show in 5.5 hours. I don't have time for this all day. I don't have time for this all day, every day. And honestly, lately, if you guys have been looking at our upload schedules, not just mine, but everybody else's, where are the music reactions? These all used to be, everybody I'm talking about used to be a reaction channel. We used to actually react to music. Now we're just going live talking about other grown men. We're talking about drama with other grown men. What the hell is the point of that? Nobody wants to watch a grown man talk about another grown man over and over and over like we're in high school. Or if you do, you've got a serious addiction to drama, and I would suggest watching some soap operas because honestly, like that's not what I come to YouTube for. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here to listen to music. We started this channel to have a community where we vibe about music, talk about music, check out some new artists together and all that stuff. And really, have like a genuine channel, not like a No Life Shack, not like a Third Ernest, not like all these over-edited, overproduced. I've heard the song 5 times. Here are my thoughts now that I've had a chance to break down every single bar. Nah, man, that's not what we made this channel for. And I'm not going to stick to all the bullshit drama. Okay. Anyway, going back, because I want to call this out too, because one person has been solid to me through all this, and this has been Jekyll. And I feel like at this point, Jekyll is caught in the same point that I am, where we've been friends with a lot of people that have pulled us into a lot of drama that neither of us was interested in being in. And now we're caught in the middle. Our names keep getting brought up and stuff. And so I want to shout out Jekyll on one thing, because while we're talking about where I stand, because like I said, with Tim, with Mikey, with Chris, with Jason, my real point in this is for all of you guys to understand exactly where I stand with you and where I stand with everybody else in that equation. And here's the thing. With Jekyll, one thing Jason's got to understand is Jason, my friend, absolutely. Jason is my friend. Did I talk to him before I did this live? No, because I hope that Jason is mature enough to hear me say what I'm saying right now and still be my friend. And if he's not, then he's not really my friend to begin with, right? But here's the thing. We go back. We had the issue with Jason and Jekyll. Jason has a scheduled interview with Jekyll. Jekyll had a song drop in the same day. I was putting up a trampoline for my daughter, for the record, most of that day. And so running around and everything, again, kind of caught in the middle. Hear all this stuff because apparently on one of my live streams, and I don't remember it, but immediately after on one of my live streams, Jason made the mention that, Jekyll had ghosted him and everything. Well, it turns out, and I had noticed earlier, I said to my wife, while I was getting ready to put out the trampoline, I said to my wife, I said, I noticed Jekyll's got a song dropping today. Jason has an interview today. I said, something about that doesn't make sense. Well, I come in from the trampoline and all that, I'm getting washed up. I'm getting ready to do a live, and I'm coming down, and, I'm looking, I've got all these texts and everything, and Jason's let me know all this stuff. And so, I didn't think anything about it. He said he had reached out to Jess. She didn't answer him, so on and so forth. You guys know this story. We've heard this story. Okay. Let me tell you where I'm standing on where the story goes, because I reached out. I'm going to out myself and say this. I reached out for my own peace of mind. I asked Jekyll, I said, what was the deal right there? And Jekyll said the same thing, that if you guys missed his live on Thursday, he said the same thing to me that he said on his live on Thursday. He had the wrong date. He wrote down the wrong date. Yes, it was scheduled there, but he wasn't thinking. He said he got off track, and he wasn't thinking about what was going on. And so, because logically, why would you schedule a song to release the same day that you have an interview scheduled? Because one is going to take away from the other. They're going to pull attention away. 100% makes sense. You know what should have happened? And here's what I say. Everybody needs to man up. And this is where we go up. And this is where I say, Jason, what's wrong for going around on the lives and everything talking about Jekyll? Because at the end of the day, as a man, I'm going to reach out to you before I'm going to say anything public. If you don't want to talk to me, that's fine. But we need to be getting to a point where we all man up, stop taking this stuff to YouTube and all this stuff and trying to talk about everything in the public, trying to spin our opinions, trying to spin our bias into everything. Because right now, all we're doing is looking petty. You know what happened to me the other day? Because I got caught up in so much of this, and I'm hearing so much of this. Jacksonville Joe replies to a comment that I left on Hillbilly's reaction. Jacksonville Joe replies to somebody I've been cool with, two people I've been cool with for a long time, right? And I leave a comment on Hillbilly's reaction, and Jacksonville Joe replies to it, and I read it the wrong way. And so I popped off and I got pissed, and I see his response and I left him a mean reply. And then I blasted him on Instagram. And then I sent him, he commented back just saying, yeah, I guess this is where we stand. And so I sent him a message. I'm like, where did this even come from, man? And he's like, dude. And I'm like, dude. And so we went around, and it turns out, I was wrong. But guess what? I called the man and I told him I was sorry. I said, you know what? I said I was wrong. I said, I misread what you said the first time, and I popped off, and I said, I think all this stuff has just got me in my feels too much. I'm being too much of a girl about this stuff right now. I said, I'm sorry, like, you were coming with a joke. And I'm like, where are we getting to the point that we are just popping off at each other and not having the drama? But the thing is, with me and Joe, like, everything was cool after that, because you know what? I'm a man. He's a man. I reached out. I said, I'm sorry. And he said, you know what? It's cool. Like, I get it. He's like rereading it. He's like, I probably could have worded that better. And so why ain't y'all doing the same thing? Why y'all getting out here? Number one, beefing with each other just public, because it just makes you look petty. Like going back and forth public on all this stuff. I don't care if I'm talking to Chris. I don't care if I'm talking to Jason. I don't care if I'm talking to Tim, Mikey, anybody. I want you guys to understand, y'all all look petty out here trying to sway everybody that is watching to listen to your side and get upset and then shit on the other side. Nobody cares. Listen, everybody in the community, they hang out because they like our content. They don't like the drama. They don't want to see a bunch of grown men going at it. They don't want to see a bunch of grown men acting petty, talking shit about each other. And I've tried to talk to every single one of you about this privately, except Mikey. I mean, because really until last night, Mikey had never said anything about me. Last night was a real stab in the back. And I'm going to tell you that, Mikey, if you watch this, I am pissed off that you jumped in talking about my mods, because I want you to understand the bullshit you've been fed about how mods work on my channel is not legit. And I see that you're in here, like everyone's channel, and love y'all live. And I would like us all together and get back to show everyone's channel love. I don't know if that makes a scene or not. I'm saying this is what we're talking about. And that's what I'm saying. Like, it's bullshit, the point that everything has gotten to, and everybody's just lying and pushing their piece of everything out there. Have I been wrong in some things? Have I said some things? probably, I don't know, I probably said some things here and there that were a little bit less than what they should have been. But I'm telling y'all, like, we all look like petty ass grown men right now, and we're just digging our own holes. Are we going to keep our core subscribers? Sure. Like, communities form, and you're always going to have some core subscribers, but we're not building to anything if we're just going to go around in these petty circles feeding the people that are already there. Couple other points I want to bring up because I'm mentioning it right now. But on the Jason and Jekyll piece, I do want to acknowledge, I've reached out to Jekyll, and for anything that has been said on my channel about Jekyll, I want people to know, like, listening to it, and this is to Jason too, miscommunications happen, misscheduled things happen, especially when you're caught up in the grind and you got some busy things going on. And we've all got to understand, like, those things are gonna happen. Does Jekyll admit that he probably mixed the scheduling up? Yeah, he's admitted that. He admitted that on his live Thursday. Accept it. Jason, reach out. Say, you know what, man? Like, how is it so hard for us to get to a point where we're saying, you know what, man, I was wrong. Like, I'm sorry about this. Reaching out, showing love, and actually having a damn conversation with another grown man. The next thing, and that's what I brought up a second ago, how I manage my mods. I want to talk to y'all about how I manage my mods, because there's been a lot of bullshit thrown around. People are not paying to be a mod on this damn channel, okay? How do I manage my mods? I don't add a lot of mods. If you look right now, I have maybe, I don't know, I have less than 15 mods for sure. Most of my mods are close personal friends in my personal life, my wife, other content creators that were part of this community that we were all building up together. So if you look at my mods, I'll screen share. I'll show you all my mods right now, just for the sake of anybody who's got some damn questions about my mods. There we go. Mods right here. Okay. Gabe. Anybody question that? Gabe's been one of my biggest subscribers. He was one of my first subscribers. He's been one of my biggest supporters all along. Whiskey, close friend, another content creator. Sierra Lachey, my wife, if you don't know. Restream bot, because I have to use that for some of the old stuff I use. Mikey D 615, another content creator in my community. Stank Up, one of my biggest Patreon supporters. Jason JV, another content creator in my community. Phil and LOD are the only people on this list, because you can look, the list ends right there. Triple T has been a mod on my channel for a long, long time, for the record. We got Phil, Shane, patron, Rednecks, Tater Monkey, patron. If you want to be a mod on my channel, I add my Patreon patrons as mods on my channel. I'm not telling you like you have to pay for something to be a mod on my channel. I'm saying I don't use a lot of mods. I don't censor people in my chat. I don't want a bunch of people silenced. I don't want a bunch of people removed. And so mods have always been stupid to me. Gabe was the very first mod that I ever added on my channel. And when I added that, I said, I don't want to give somebody power over my chat. And so I told Gabe I wasn't even going to add him as a mod initially, but I needed somebody to be approving messages when I couldn't pay attention to them, because I was doing gaming streams that were taking up my full screen and I couldn't see what was going on. So I asked him, would you care to approve these, push these through as they're coming in? Added him. At that point, I said, you know what? I'm going to make my patrons mods, period. I'm going to make my patrons mods, and that's it. Like, and then other people have been other content creators who actually hang out around my channel a lot, besides Phil and LOD, both of whom, Phil I added a while back because Phil was trying to figure out how to become a Patreon patron. He didn't want to make Patreon. And I said, that's cool. You know what? Like, you've supported this channel a ton. I'm going to make you a mod. LOD, I literally made LOD a mod because Tater had blocked him one night, muted him one night. And I thought that would bring him back and let him chat in the chat one night. It didn't, for the record. He just stayed because, again, LOD has done a ton of support in the channel, and there's no reason to take it away from him. Aside from that, Rednecks has never sent a super chat in my channel at all. He is one of my mods, and he is a mod because, again, I needed a mod while I was doing a gaming stream one night. None of my other mods were in the stream, and Rednecks was there for every gaming stream. So if you guys want to question how I'm doing my mods, like that's how I do my mods. I don't add them unless I need them or if they're Patreon patrons, and then I'll add them. So, question all you want. Nobody's paying for a wrench on my channel. Nobody has a damn wrench because it doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying? And that's the other thing. If we go back to a conversation we were having, I was not berating anyone for 45 minutes about how they don't financially support the channel. Someone decided to jump into the live stream and say that they were not getting treated the same. They didn't feel like they were as valuable as other people because they didn't have a wrench. And my response was, I don't just hand out wrenches. It was nothing negative. There was nothing negative said. I was not making anyone feel bad for not spending money on the channel. And I would never make anyone feel bad for not spending money on the channel. So anything said about that is horse shit. And I will tell you, whoever, they may not be a liar, but they definitely lied when they said that. I remember that stream Gabe got wrenched. That's what I'm saying. I don't hand out wrenches, and I appreciate you, Hillbilly. I do. Because like I said, I mean, I feel like dudes like Hillbilly, I feel like dudes like Jekyll, I feel like dudes like Joe, I feel like a ton of us has gotten pulled into the middle of a bunch of grown man baby drama, and the shit is just stupid at this point. And we're all trying to pull in rather than have a big hug. Somebody said something about a hug. I think it was Hillbilly said something about a hug earlier. You know what I mean, Jess. I'm not saying like just grown men, but I'm saying like grown ups, you know. Let's see. People talking stuff behind my back. I just want you to know, if I've got something to say to you, I'm going to say it to you. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to jump on, with the exception of the one person I've done dirty here, because I realize now I've at no point reached out to Mikey about any of my issues with any of this. And I will apologize to you right now publicly, Mikey. I did not say anything to you to try and talk to you in any way. You got wrapped up in the other stuff. But when I saw that live stream last night, I reached out to Tim 2.5 hours ago, haven't gotten a response. And I said, you know, I said, you know, this is ridiculous. And I'm like, so I'm going live. I'm talking about it. You don't want to talk to me. You don't want to return my text. You don't want to return my calls. Like, that's cool. And so I apologize to you, Mikey, because I have not made any effort to reach out to you in this. Oh, you're talking about that was in response to Mikey. Okay, my bad. But other than that, where I stand with people, I'm not rocking with communities or content or anything where you are just baselessly trashing somebody based on your personal insecurities, based on your personal issues, or because you won't let something go. Because I'm putting it all out there. And I saw Phil ask earlier too about a roundtable with everybody involved. I wish, because I've offered to mediate that roundtable between everybody involved. And so, you know, again, nobody wants to come to the table is the problem. And so I'm airing my shit out there, because if everybody's going to keep bringing my name into everything, I want people to know where my name belongs. And I'm not being represented correctly in any of this stuff, and I'm tired of it. So I've got, like I said, I've got some things to do today. I've got a show coming up today. I think that's everything that I wanted to talk about. I do want to talk about this too, because there's a rumor about me blacklisting artists on my channel. I want you to know, the only artists that I don't react to anymore, the only artists that I don't check out anymore are artists who have ghosted me, lied to me personally, or in some other way done something shady. Anybody telling you like an independent artist that I rock with or something has been blacklisted from my channel is lying. I'll tell you the most prolific artists that have been blacklisted from my channel are probably Burden. I don't check out Burden anymore because Burden has straight up ignored me on several occasions. I'm not gonna lie about that. Like, dude has ignored me on several occasions. I'm not with that. I'm gonna say I don't listen to Savannah Dexter because, I mean, her stuff has been shady for a while, and you guys have heard me talk at length about my issues with her stuff. I'm not going to make a diss track about her, but I'm saying, like, that's why I don't listen to her stuff. Other people that are blacklisted are Forgiato, because Forgiato Blow literally hung out on a live stream with me for a while, saying we were going to set up an interview, and told me to email in my email address, and then ignored me to date, and that's been months ago. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, Nick Natoli. I'm sorry, Nick Natoli always gonna be blacklisted. But here's what I'll do, because I mean we're hanging out for a minute. I got love for anybody that's got love for me. If anybody wants to jump in, Mikey, you're welcome to jump in if you want to weigh in on anything too. But if any, and I'm not telling you that you have to at all, but if anybody wants to jump in, say something real quick. I can't run the stream too long because I do have to get like all my stuff moved and set up still. But I just, like I said, everybody keeps bringing my name into stuff, whether they're on other whatever streams they're on. And I'm tired of my name being brought into this. Nobody respecting where I'm standing on it. I'm a grown man. If you got something to say to me or want to involve me in something, talk to me about it. Don't damn go behind my back talking shit, because I'm tired of it. Nick Natoli. Yeah. What up, CJ? How you doing? Tired of it.
Yo, what's up? 1 second. I got to pause the stream.
All right. Yeah. What up, CJ? Hey.
What are you doing, my brother?
Hey, you know, getting ready to go rock the house, baby.
That's what are you doing? Where wait, I forget, you're a DJ, correct? Right? Is that what you're doing?
Yeah.
That's fire. Do you get to choose the music you play, or?
Yeah.
That's sick. I know some people, when you have to go to a place, they have their set.
Some people have a set that they want to send you and stuff like that. I do a lot of original stuff too, and so I mean, just kind of a little mix of everything.
Dope. Yeah, no, I was in chat. Yo, I feel so bad, homie. I hope it goes better today. I hope things go smoothly today.
Yeah, it is what it is. I'm saying my piece and I'm done with it. And that's what I'm saying. If somebody's bringing up my name, if I'm not there, leave my damn name out, because I have to say what I have to say. You all have my opinions. Anybody who asks my opinion on something is going to get it. And I mean, that's just the end of it. What up, Jess?
And I'm glad you also speak out about it, so now you guys can all talk about it instead of talking in your groups. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm saying I've made phone calls, I've sent texts, I've sent messages. It doesn't go anywhere. People still want to bring the shit up. So that's why I'm doing this.
I love Triple T, Mikey, and both of y'all together, and I hate seeing everything being like this, to be honest.
I feel you. What's up, Jess?
Hey, I was wondering, I don't want to take over your stream, but I was wondering if I could say something about what Jekyll has going on today, because the cause is very important.
Please,
let's hear.
Okay, Jekyll has, I'm not quite sure what time he's going. I haven't heard from him this morning, but he's going to start a live stream, and it's going to be a charity stream, and all proceeds are going to a friend of his who has become a victim of domestic violence, and her and her kid want to get away from the dude and divorced and everything else. So she needs money. She started a GoFundMe, and Jekyll wants to do the stream. It's something that JMP and Jekyll personally is very passionate about, is, you know, stopping domestic violence. So his stream today, anything donated will go to her and her children. And Jekyll said he will give receipts. He will show that every dime is going to her. He's not doing this at all to make a penny. It is all going to help this woman.
And they're doing a live stream, correct?
Yeah, we're not sure what time. I haven't heard from Jekyll this morning, so he's going to go, and he hopes to stream for as long as he can today, because, like I said, this is an issue that
it's an important
JMP
issue.
And Jekyll are very. I can't. I'm sorry. It's something we are very passionate about in raising awareness for domestic violence.
That's awesome.
What's up, Jiminator Hatter?
How's it going?
It was
Let
good.
me just switch my audio around.
Hey, just to make sure, like, if there's is he going to be shared it on social media and stuff? Because I'll make sure to at least retweet it and everything. I also, like I told Jekyll last night, I won't be able to actually stop by the stream, but as soon as he gets the link up, I'm gonna make sure to drop something, because I mean, I hate that, and definitely think it's a good cause.
What is going on?
Supposed to be working.
What is going on in the
He's supposed to be working. working on a promo and everything.
Mhm.
So I'm not quite sure, but as soon as I get stuff, I will post on Twitter and everywhere else and send links to people if they want to promote it as well.
All right, send me one, and I'll definitely promote it.
I will. But I'm going to hop out of here because I got stuff to do, but I just wanted to raise awareness for that stream coming up.
Well,
That's awesome.
I appreciate you, Jess, and I
Sure.
appreciate
Thank you.
Jekyll,
Thank
too.
you.
Make sure to let him know too. Like, nothing I say about him here or anywhere else is ever out of hate.
Yep. Yeah. We said our piece as far as Jekyll and JMP said theirs Thursday night. So if people want to see what, I think this is just kind of a cleansing of the air for everybody, and hopefully.
Yeah, I think this is my version of Jekyll's Thursday night stream, and honestly, when I saw his Thursday night stream, I was like, I don't know if that's necessary. And then, like this morning, I was like, you know what? I think I see where he was coming from. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But you all have a good day, and hope to see you all later.
Yep. All right,
See you
have
later.
a good day too.
See you later, Jess.
Yes, sir, Hillbilly. All right, Geminator, Mahatter, what's going on, fellas?
Oh, how's it going? I just figured I'd stop in. The title of your video got me intrigued. It's like, oh shit, what's going on? And all I gotta say is, coming from a person's standpoint like you, Alpha, is I try to keep to myself. Like, I want to help push everybody. I want to help promote everybody. I want to see everybody grow. And then when you start getting dragged into shit, it's like, whoa, this is wrong. This is shady. This isn't the way any of our channels are run. Geminator, this is the first time I've talked to you. CJ Halliday, I chatted with you.
Yeah,
we've chatted back and forth a little bit.
a little bit.
Alpha, I know you. I know that's not the way you run your channel.
Yeah.
And it's just, I'm the same way. It's like, if you got a problem with me, come to me off of social, or you can use social media,
Straight
but
up. Yeah.
like, don't put it out to the public knowledge. If you got a problem with something I say, if I'm in the wrong, I'm a man up and I'm gonna be like, listen, I was wrong. I apologize. I took it out of context, whatever.
Mhm.
But at least be a man and come at me like that, and not like, if you do some petty shit, I'm that type of motherfucker. I'm gonna do some petty shit right back.
Yeah.
Big old
Yo, I want to apologize in advance for what I'm gonna say soon. Just getting my thoughts together.
Okay.
Last time somebody did that, we had a whole situation go down. So
No, like what I'm trying to say is, be a man. Don't fucking be a little bitch. Talk to one another. Don't be a little baby that's still sucking on their mom's titties. Don't be a little bitch. Talk to each other.
Yeah.
Be friends.
We
Figure
all
it out.
I mean, that's the thing. That's the thing we got to realize too. All these names that I'm talking about, we all 30 plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all grown men. Like, we've had time to be grown. We raising kids now. We don't need to be acting like them.
Exactly. And the worst part about it is, a little bit of communication could have prevented all this bullshit.
Yes. Exactly. And that's where I'm standing. That's 100% like that. If nobody understands, like, yeah, I'm pissed about certain things that have went on, like mentioning my name, using my name. I'm pissed about diss tracks that come out that I don't support, that tag my name, so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, but don't. I mean, just call somebody, talk about something. You know what I'm saying? And don't try to take something when somebody has the balls to actually give you a call and talk about something. Don't try to blast them and take something they said out of context.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not cool at all.
Yeah, like, I'm super
People will
proud
stop
of this
talking
community.
to you.
I've been here since Christmas, before Christmas, and I really fuck with all of you. Y'all are, like, truly some of my best friends, and I have only known you for a few months. And when shit like this happens, it fucking breaks my heart.
Yeah, I feel that, man.
That was wholesome, dude. Yo, straight up.
I agree with Mikey. At some point, we all need to do a live. But here's the thing: it can't be one of those petty lives where everybody's just trying to yell over each other and everybody's stuck in their own corners saying, "Well, I wasn't wrong. Well, I wasn't wrong." Everybody in this damn situation has been wrong at some point, and that's the thing. Nobody is willing to accept that, and I mean nobody is willing to accept their own faults in this situation. And that's the problem. And until like I support what you're saying, Mikey, about we all need to do a live one day, but until everybody can get to the point where they say, you know what, like I gotta back up off out of my corner, I gotta accept that maybe I was wrong on something. There's no point.
Exactly.
You weren't wrong on anything. That's the way I see
I'm
it.
not talking about me. Like, I'm saying, like, honestly, I've tried to stay out of this. Like, I think this is the first time at length that I've actually talked about this. I mean, yeah, one day, like, I addressed it. I think Tim, brought it up last night, saying like he was in my chat. He said something about I hope to see 98% of y'all over in my stream. I said what I said in response to that because there were responses to that. There was round and round. It obviously offended Chris, and it was on the heels of some things that had happened earlier that same day. And so, yes, did I have a response to that in my chat? Yes, I did. I said get the drama out. And then mods started going crazy, and most of my beef was with my mods because they started muting things here and there. And I was like,
I haven't even checked out Tim's channel since he was like insulting Jason JV on the video. And I mean, not really insulting, but like I left a comment and I was like, yo, I got nothing but respect for you, man. But like we gotta learn to love each other's art, learn to respect each other. I don't give a flying fuck if he banned me, but that's the way I see things.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not one person at fault. At this point, everybody is at fault, and we've all got to accept. Like, but I mean, did I say what I said? And to Tim's point, maybe he wasn't talking about Chris when he said the 98%. And he wants to say when you assume you make an ass out of you and me. Maybe, I mean, maybe I made an ass out of both of us. It's possible.
But do you think so?
Everything that I could look at told me that that's what it was, and I was trying to kill it before it got out of control. Okay. And so if I was wrong about that, I apologize for that. But going and blasting me, saying I made an assumption, I leapt to a conclusion, that's not doing anything for our relationship. And at the end of the day, I'm the person in all this that to all of y'all. Chris is in the chat. I know Chris said he's been listening but not talking. Chris knows I've reached out and called him about this stuff. Tim knows I've reached out and called him about this stuff. Jason knows I've reached out and called him about this stuff. I'm not talking. I've got text messages. I've got phone calls. I'm saying I've talked, and not just small conversations. I'm talking about hours long conversations about this stuff, trying to squash this and control everything off the scenes before it came public. Everybody knows I reached out to all parties involved early on and said, let me mediate this. Y'all can't get along. Let me sit in the middle. Let's all have a group phone call and talk this shit through. And so like don't come at me saying like I'm trying to twist things or I'm making assumptions and stuff like that. I'm the person here who has tried to keep peace between you guys, because at the end of the day, we share a community and our community don't want to see that shit.
Exactly.
Unless you're fighting, we don't want to see beef.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Like
I mean, we can have a boxing match. We can have a legit boxing match. People want to see that.
See, and the worst part about this is, like, some of these people that are involved in this are artists. Like, okay, Alpha, I know you are 100% legit. You don't hold punches, same as me when I do my reactions. Like, let's say Jekyll puts out a song, I do a reaction, and there's something about it that I don't like. With all this other shit going on, that's embedded in the back of people's minds. Oh, well, he must be on this person's side or this. No, I stay to myself.
Yeah.
I have children. They create enough of a headache for me. They create enough drama for a lifetime. I don't need to be involved in all this extra drama bullshit. Like, that's not who I am. I want everybody to grow. I want everybody to be successful. We are on this platform. Do I understand? People are going to say something that might get on my nerves or get under my skin. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Communication is key. Communication will fix 99.9% of any issue before it goes to a public announcement.
Yes. And if it doesn't fix it, there's a problem with one of the people, you know what I'm saying? If talking doesn't talk it out, there's a problem.
Yep.
Exactly. And what happens from that point is what happens. Like, let's say hypothetically, I have an issue with Jason JV, and like AlphaTyler comes And like I still, even if I had an issue with Jason JB and someone wanted me to check out one of his reactions in a live stream or whatever, that's when I learned to separate, personal and business. Because when I'm doing a reaction, I'm in business mode. I'm not gonna,
They're cleaning up.
I'm not gonna sit there and be disrespectful to Jason and be like, oh no, this song's trash, blah, blah. No, I'm gonna do my reactions the same way because that's how you handle it in a professional manner.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I can see that.
And that's my thing. I mean, and that goes back, I got some hate on a comment that I left saying, you know what, this comes across a lot more personal than it ought to be on certain reactions and stuff. And I truly believe that, but that was a conversation I tried to have offline as well. And so I want to clear up. Y'all won't see something public. And it's just like the thing with Joe. Joe is the one person that I've ever publicly blasted that I should have talked to offline first. And when I realized what happened, when I realized what I said wrong, I called the man to apologize because I'm like, damn, man, like I went the wrong way. And I'm not saying that to hype myself up. I'm just saying, like, we got to be men sometimes and realize, I fuck up too.
No, you're not hyping yourself up. You're trying to lead by example. You're like, listen, it is possible to realize that you fucked up. It's possible to realize that you were in the wrong. It's possible to still be just as much of a man and apologize and reach out to that person. Be like, listen, I was having a shit day. It came across wrong. I took it wrong. I'm sorry. Like, there's been times to where, going back to the whole live stream thing, I'm live and then I notice like you go live and Dwayne Jackson goes live and all these other people go live. It's like you expect to watch your sub counts go down. I don't expect everyone to watch me the whole time.
Exactly. And that's the thing. And that's the only thing I've ever said about lives at the same time is, I've always in the past, I mean, there's certain things like Thursday, I don't care who's live at 8:00 PM. I'm going live. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if I've got like a gaming stream planned for like 8 PM Friday or something, and I notice that, you're live or something like that, maybe I'll push it back an hour. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that, because I'm talking like my friend. And usually when I do that, like I jump in and start talking to you or something. Like I try to build you guys up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well shit. I've had you come in and you're like, oh, well, I'm going to hang out and chill with you. Oh, well, I've got to go do reactions or something. Then you go do reactions and then you come back afterwards.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm still going to do my own stuff. Like, I try to support everybody as much as I can. Like I said, I seen that you were live and I was a little bit nosy, especially with how you worded your video. And it's like, what the hell's going on?
Well, and that's where I say nobody should be taking what I say out of context. Am I saying that I don't expect other channels to do their own thing? No. Do your thing. Like you got your things that you're building up. And the thing is too, I mean, so many people I know go back and rewatch these live streams and stuff like that anyway.
Oh yeah.
And it's like, I mean, we're still getting the views and stuff like that. It doesn't matter if everybody's there like right at the time or not. Like people are going to come by and support and comment and all this stuff. And I mean, it's still love. We're still getting ours. You know what? That's what I go back to every time, saying share everybody. Like I don't look at Hatter or CJ or CJ's over here. I don't look at Hatter or CJ or Geminator or Jason or Chris or Tim or Mikey as competition or anything like that.
Hell no.
It's not a competition.
I look at it like this because with all these other people, you see how, like, I watch how you do your reactions and I've reached out to you for tips. It's like, hey, how can I make my layout look a little bit better?
Yeah.
How do I do this? You're a person I can learn from. Why, if I consider you as competition and I treat you like shit, you're going to be the last person in the world that reaches out to try to help me.
Exactly.
And also, I think it's kind of good to treat it like a little bit of competition, but you have to be good about it.
I made a track.
I made a track about it.
Jason. Mm-hmm. I made a track with Jason, and I really fuck with that man. That man is one of my best friends. Like, and I don't want to look at anybody in the wrong way. I love everybody.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I mean, we can either, but this is the point I want to get out of all this stuff. If you're just coming with negativity, we're not rocking together. Period.
Exactly.
If your community, if your community, your streams, whatever the case, if it's just going back to knocking and hating on somebody every time, I'm not going to be there. I'm not rocking with what you're doing if it's always coming back to negativity.
They want the drama.
Yeah. And I'm not playing the drama game. Like I'm not. And that's where I'm standing. Like anybody can take whatever they want to say. If there's a live stream later talking about me, whatever the case may be, go for it. I genuinely do not care. And I've been quiet to this point for this long because I just wanted everything to roll off and be done with, but I'm not about it.
You can only back a dog into a corner so many times before it eventually bites, and that's what's happened. You've been backed into a corner so much, you're like, okay, I just want this all to end, and then you keep getting dragged into it. Like, for the record, I have absolutely zero problems with anybody on this platform. No. Correction, that's a lie. MC Nibblenuts, I cannot stand that motherfucker. I will blast him. He already put a diss track out on me. He made public knowledge he doesn't like me. So I have the right to make public knowledge that I don't like that motherfucker. But that is the absolute only person I have a problem with.
Yeah.
And like it goes back to communication.
Yeah.
Like I rock with everybody. Unless you personally do me wrong, that's the only way that you and I are gonna have a problem. If let's say you and Tim are having an issue, I'm not going to look at Tim any different. I'm still going to go show love on his streams and everything.
Well, the thing is, I wouldn't ask you to. Like exactly. That's the thing. At the end of the day, I'm a man. I can handle my own beefs. You know what I'm saying? Like any issues I have going somewhere, anybody that I have a problem with, it would be a bitch move for me to say, okay, now guys, I don't want you to rock with this person anymore.
Exactly.
I'm not going to do that.
And to be honest with you, if you did ask me to do that, I'd be like, maybe I should just back off and take a break from your channel a little bit, because I'm not the type of person that wants drama and everything, but I'm not afraid of it at the same time. And like if you're asking me to stop messing with someone that I rock with because you're having a temporary issue with them, then I got to sit there and kind of look back and be like, okay, well, what is the ultimate long-term goal? And I don't expect him to like everyone that I follow or everyone that I rock with, and I wouldn't do that to him. So it would really make me sit back and think about your character.
Well, I had that with Jekyll too. I mean, like, when I first heard about the Jason thing, like my first instinct was, well, Jason's my boy. Like, that was dirty for Jekyll to do. So what did I do though? I reached out to Jekyll and I'm like, hey man, what actually happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, it's not my business. Like, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. Well, I reached out to Jess. I'm sorry. Let me correct myself. I reached out to Jess because I know that Jess does like all of Jekyll's scheduling and stuff like that. I'm like, you don't have to answer if you don't want to. I'm like, but I just want to know what actually happened. You know what I'm saying?
And it also feels like people don't want to be wrong in front of their audience. I think that's the main point of the whole thing. I've noticed it with not just in this group, with lots of people. It's bad to look in front of your own audience, right? Mm-hmm. And then people will kind of question you a little bit more when it's just something so petty to begin with, right? Yeah. So I think that's why some people don't want to admit that they're wrong.
Well, I think what that comes back to though, that's part of being a man. Like sometimes we've got to accept, like you got to man up and accept like you're wrong sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
I've got something to say real quick. Jess, you and I have problems now. Fuck off. My eyebrows are back. Leave them alone. They're not going anywhere anymore.
Yo, I got caterpillars, so it's all good, brother.
Well, I used to, but then, I did stupid shit for money. Story of my life.
I'm officially though, like I'm 4.5 hours out from when I've got to be ready, and like you can see that all my stuff is still behind me, so we got a problem. So I'm gonna have to cut this off and get everything gone and set up on the other side and everything. But
yo, have a good day at your show, brother.
The purpose of this, and I really want everybody to walk away understanding, I'm not here to bring hate to anybody. I love everybody that's showing love, respect everybody who's showing respect. You're going to get from me what you give. If you don't want to talk to me offline about something, then don't expect me to care. You know what I'm saying? I personally, I mean, where we're looking at all this stuff from, if everybody's ready to just drop it and let it go, I'm down to drop it and let it go, but stop bringing my name into stuff, especially if I'm not around to be able to say something back. You know what I mean? That's a low ball move. And I'm saying, like, if I can't come and speak my side of something, I'll be talking about my side of something.
Exactly.
Big old facts.
All right, Alpha, I hope you kill it at your show tonight. I hope everything goes well for you. Thank you for letting me hop on and, throw in my 2 cents, even though I really didn't need to, but
Gabe's got one last thing to say before we drop it.
Uh-oh.
Let's hear it.
He's going to make you late. He's going to drop his comment like 2.5 hours from now.
I know, right? Y'all going to go on a reconnecting fishing trip. I don't know if we're going to reconnect. Like I said, I didn't talk to anybody involved in this before I went live because at this point, I think I've had enough conversations and everything. I think you guys see like staggered pieces where people want to use fragments of personal conversations I've had to make me seem one way, look like I'm standing one way, whatever the case may be. There's a video that'll always be on my channel. So if you guys are wondering where I'm standing, what has happened up until this point, there it is. I'm not going to go in depth and read every text message I've sent somebody or something like that. I'm a man. There are parts of those conversations that aren't for everybody else. You know what I'm saying? But I am going to give you guys
I'm always down for a fishing trip.
But I mean, as far as a reconnecting fishing trip, it's like I said, I mean, did I say Mikey's name earlier? Yes. Am I also still hoping that Mikey's coming to that Up Church concert next month so that we can hang out? Yes.
Oh, that'd be fire. Too bad.
You know what I'm saying? Like, for the record, if you're on one stream talking shit in the chat about a community and their subs, then come on to said community stream acting like nothing happened, then you are two-faced. Yes.
I seen that comment earlier, and I wanted to say something about it, but I got distracted.
And that was another thing I've had, and I'll tell you too. I mean, there have been people in the chats and stuff that I've seen on other streams talking about me and stuff. I mean, there was a chat during my Thursday night live in Jekyll's chat that was saying like I was talking smack over on my stream. I'm like, my Thursday streams, we don't talk shit about anybody. Like my Thursday streams, we're doing live reactions all night. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. People know to keep drama out of my Thursday streams anyway. Like, and so, I mean, that was a point. Like I jumped over for a minute. I'm like, nah, man, this isn't happening. Like drop that, leave it. And I reached out to Jekyll about it though, is what I'm saying. Like,
exactly. And communication solved the issue before it became an issue.
Yeah. Communication is key.
Exactly. What's up, Sweeney?
What's up, Chris?
Not much, guys. I want to say, Tyler, I think you're absolutely right, man.
I know.
I agree. I don't.
I mean, that's not a secret, brother.
No. I'm saying, like, I don't take it offense, like what you're saying. Like, yeah, I screwed up, and it never stopped, and I just it just keeps going.
I appreciate you saying that for real though, because I mean it is a big move to actually say, you know what, yeah, I was wrong about something. I should have let it go. But you also know too.
Facts.
You also know I'm not lying when I say I've talked to you several times telling you to let it go before you did, right? Like,
yeah, it took. I'm not bringing it up, but I will say it took for him and I to talk, even if it was only on Instagram, for me to let myself be said, and I don't talk about him anymore, but. It is certainly toxic in the community. I mean, everybody's IG and me, what people are saying. You know what? You're right. Like, it's not fun. It's not,
It's old, man. It's been going on for months at this point. Like, it's old. Everybody's tired of hearing about it. Everybody's tired of seeing it. And if not, the only people still enjoying it are the people who want drama. And
you don't want them there.
And I don't honestly, if you're looking for drama to keep going, like, I don't want you in my channel anymore. I don't want you
to a T channel. Go to a fucking T channel. For like
to a what?
A T channel. You know those drama channels?
Like what the fuck you got against T?
Yo, never mind. I'm trying to be hip.
That must be a Canadian thing.
Peace.
Oh, man. Tea channel.
The man that has the tea party, and then you got to go and start throwing.
That's what I was saying. I'm like, are we throwing shade at Hatter now?
No.
What's going on?
You know those stupid drama channels, you Keemstar and all them.
Oh.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Jeez.
I'll love CJ. We just had to give you a hard time, man.
Well, I gotta break down this truss and get it in the vehicle and get it all set up about 45 minutes from here. So
all right, have fun with Slow Kill and good luck.
No, that's not until May 1st. This is a smaller thing.
I just want to say I agree with what you said, and I wish everybody would drop it.
I appreciate you, and I hope everybody does too. But I hope, like I said, at least at the end of this, everybody understands where I'm at, especially anybody in the community, because I know I see a lot of people reading some things other places that aren't true. I mean, we got to stop this, y'all. Like, real talk, we got to stop. It's not benefiting everybody, or it's not benefiting anybody. It's just making everybody look petty. Like, we got to kill all this.
And the worst part about the whole thing is that your fan base, you know, if you get caught up with someone else, then they're going against fan bases, and it's like all this drama that didn't need to fucking happen in the first place, and all these people are hating, and it's like, wait a second, that's not what we're trying to promote, man.
Yep.
But like I said again, I hope you kill your show tonight. Mad love to you. Thank you for allowing me to hop on. I'm gonna jump off so you can actually get shit done. I can stop distracting you. Have a good day, bro.
All right, you too, man. Appreciate all y'all in the chat. Appreciate everybody that stopped by. Appreciate everybody watching later. Everybody who's taking things and actually paying attention and not just looking for a reason to fight or looking at this as an attack. Like Gabe just said, this community is being built and getting torn down at the same time with this drama. And that's the thing. Like, this community ain't about this drama. And I'm officially tired of it. And you can either accept that and move on and decide that you're tired of it too. Realize that it's been petty, it's been childish to this point, and we can move on. Or we can stay playing in the mud, rolling around in the mud all day, keeping getting ourselves dirty, and just pointless. But I appreciate everybody. Appreciate all you guys in the chat, everybody that hopped on for a minute. Love y'all, and I got to get, so I'll catch you guys later. I'm going to play this video out because, like, I think that's the easiest way to start closing these videos, but I appreciate y'all.